What up, everybody? All right, guys, let's see if I remember how to do this. Woo, man, how we doing, guys? So 8 people. We're starting out good, guys. Man, I got my volume up way too loud. There we go. Test, 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 testy, test. Oh, dude, no shit. A week without a dab. I didn't do a vape pen. I bought 5 cigars. I got 5 cigars and I only smoked one of them. I didn't even hardly smoke. I'm ready for it, guys. So we got the hardcore here. I still left it here from when I left. So, woo, it smells a lot better when you haven't smelled anything in a week. Oh, oh, it smells so good. Let me grab my nose spray real quick. I could tell I'm clogged up. This is my Colombian had me grab this. This has my speakers or my microphones. I've got some battery packs, charging cords, nose spray, inhalers, earbuds. Woo! I got a lot of shit to fucking unpack still. So, guys, I haven't had any smoke yet, so I am sober as it can get. What's the like? Walk back to your place. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. So what happened was actually when I got out of that room, when I did that video in that room, I went up and I was getting ready to get off, and they said basically they usually call like the diamond and platinum and the special guest off first. And then after that, if you already carry your luggage off, you're allowed to go off. So right after that, we always carry our luggage. If you give it to the porters and have to go pick up your luggage, you got to get a set time. So we got off right after the diamond and platinum. And then as soon as we got off, there was a dude there right there. And he goes, you need a ride? And he gave us a ride. And so we didn't even have to walk anywhere. So I zipped home pretty quickly. I'm ready for this, guys. But yeah, it was okay, guys. I mean, it was a lot of drinking, I'll be honest. A lot of drinking. I don't know how guys like no pants and shit maxes their package out every day. It seems impossible. Yeah. No, tiny dab. We're gonna start small. All right, guys. I am craving this dab so bad, guys. You have no idea. I had all my tie dyes and shit. Didn't run into anybody. No shot, guys. Honestly, guys, I am going to be going on a diet. So you guys ain't going to be seeing hardly any dab marines unless you do a donation at the Buy Me a Coffee. If you guys go to buymeacoffee.com and do a donation, I'll either get an extract or a beer for you guys, if whatever you guys want. But other than that, I'm going to be on a diet. So you're not going to see a whole lot of dab marines, but I'll do some water dab marines for you for a while. Let me get everything set up real quick. Uh, Hell yeah, buy a dab pen. Dude, they didn't you oh, you guys didn't hear, I don't know how many of you heard. So they ended up checking my wife's and my kids' bags. They went crazy on this one. They were a little intense. Could have been the drinking. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I did or not. Honestly, I wasn't eating as much as I should. So for whatever I was drinking, I was offsetting it by hardly eating. I didn't eat as much as I could have, but I didn't do too bad. We had a lobster in Ensenada the other day. We had the lobster dinner at the formal night. We had the 555 steakhouse, tons of pizzas and stuff. You know, I ate pretty good, but I could have ate better if I would have been smoking. That being said, I am procrastinating this, guys. We got to get the dab going. I pulled out the Earl Jr. Geodome for this one. Maybe I could get the light a little bit brighter. All right. And we're dabbing a little bit of the hardcore from Pearl Pharma. Tomorrow's 420, guys. They're doing a 42% special tomorrow, I believe. So, all right. God, I'm so excited for this. Whew. All right. It ain't going to be a huge dab. I'm going tiny for my first one. We'll work our way up to it. Got that. Got a beer poured. Yeah, they have no Bud Lights on that boat. Or I didn't see a lot. A lot of them was expensive ones. If I ever had a beer, I always ended up getting that like hazy IPA and shit. That was pretty good. Let's make some turtle bodies. You should go to a pool. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, the pool at my place is so much nicer. It's empty. uh, Going to the pools and the hot tubs on a cruise ship isn't my favorite because I got nicer pools and more empty pools at my place. Get your nails out, load your bowl, short, John Trouble, turn on your vaporizer, pour beer, pour shot, get your dabs ready. This is my first dab since last Sunday. Hey, Darth Blaze, I see you over there. Oh, we got to get the kick chat going to get down to the bottom so we can see people. All right, guys. I see you, Darth Blaze. I'm trying to get the kick. More we comment on kick, more we'll get that down to the bottom. Dab Marine time. That's right, guys. I was going to do a video again on the back of the boat like I normally did, but we got off that boat so fast. To tell you how fast I was off that boat, when I got in my house, I got on the Facebook group and there was people still on the boat trying to get off the cruise ship, and I was already back at my house. So there's some people probably right now just finally getting off. There probably is a lot of people still there looking for like Ubers and shit to get somewhere. I had a nightmare. I came back and my entire uh computer system was like at it because there was earthquakes I heard, and I was like, man, if there was an earthquake and everything fell, I do have insurance here, so I just would hate to have to follow it. My kid ate so much pizza. He was eating like, they were big personal pizzas, and he was eating like 3, 4 a day. It was insane, and each one has like 4 slices or so, and I think he said he had 44 total, so it's pretty crazy. All right, guys, first dab of the week. Oh man. I think between all the drinking and all the not smoking, I'm feeling shaky. I need to fucking get something in me, guys. So I'm so excited for this dab. You have no idea. All right, load your bowl, short john, short bunch, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots, get your dabs ready, whatever you want to do, guys. Let's do this. Cheers, guys. From sober to stoned. Oh man. Team faded. Oh boy. A quantum leap. Oh boy. You have no idea. My brain. I need it so much. I use this for more than just getting high. It is medical. I mean, it definitely calms me down, relaxes me. I can focus better. I can eat better. Ugh. I'm not high yet, but I'm already starting to feel better. Oh boy. We're gonna pour some more. Oh man. There was did you guys remember, did you see that one live video? A guy was like, "I'm gonna get some, I'm gonna get some." And I probably what I should have did and what I was planning on doing was the second day in Cabo, we were gonna do a beach day and I was gonna try to find somebody who had like a pre-roll or something. Oh, did if Brian's on here, Brian would get a kick out of this. No, I think I was a Shanley actually. So when I got off the boat with Shanley, I was walking around and there we go. I got all the channels working. I was walking around and this guy saw me and he goes, I had my tie dye on, my black hat, and he goes, "You said you'd be back in April and buy a hat." And I said, "Did I?" And he goes, "Yeah, you're from Long Beach, right?" And I go, "Yeah." He remembered me. And I said, "Well, since you remembered me, I will buy a hat." So I bought a hat. I'll have to rock that hat for you guys once I get my shit unpacked. Oh, feels so much better, guys. You have no idea how much this calms me down. I used to be, when I was younger, before I got smoked a lot, I used to fight a lot. And I tell you what, I'm a lot calmer without when smoking. Might as well just drink water. Well, I also got I got this for after it. So I start with that one. Remember, they only have one or the other. This ain't water. I'm starting out with the water. I've already had enough drinking on the cruise ship, guys. Again, that's why I am gonna be stop drinking pretty much. I'll probably drink at, like, restaurants every now and then, and if you guys ever do a donation, but, I'm not gonna be, like, just doing tamarines every day. I'm trying to drop some weight. This belt. Remember this? Sorry, headphones users. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, skateboarding. Oh, we got 20 guys. Man, we're rocking. I would have fucking probably put up big numbers if I would have got up to the 10th floor and did a vid. But yeah, guys, I'm getting faded and my eyes ain't looking too bad, guys. My dabs are gonna get bigger and bigger as we go, guys. We got a lot of this hardcore to go. Tomorrow I'll be swooping up some more for the 420 special. Hope you guys enjoy any of those live videos. They were crazy. Some of them I was a little too tipsy in. We had some fun with the 80s night and got to see the family. The family always had fun there too. The whole family had a great time. Like I said, from swimming with dolphins to glass bottom boats to lobster dinners to we did the rope course, we did the sky bike. Yeah, AJ. Shout out to everybody. You guys can all give me a thumbs up. I literally waited real hard. I honestly was not going to even shoot this video. I was going to just come home and do a dab. But I promised you guys I'd give you guys my first dab. And so far, you got my first dab. You're going to get my second dab, my third dab, my fourth dab, my fifth dab, and maybe even my sixth dab. So thanks to you guys. I appreciate it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like Sebastian loved being on the videos. Oh yeah, I know. You know what it's at. If you heard that pop, if you heard that pop, you probably got your ass spanked once or twice. I not only had my ass spanked by a oop, man, man, it worked that one time. Yeah. Oh well. If you got your ass spanked by a belt though, I had it spanked by even a wooden paddle in school. I had my ass I had my ass beat with a wooden paddle. Some of my friends would have their ass beat with like a switch, like a little stick or something. They find whatever they find usually. Whatever they can get their hands on. Yes, get your nails hot, loaded, balls, roll, John Turbo, turning vapor, pour shots, get your dabs, or whatever you want to do, guys. This is going to be the second dab of the day of the week. My last dab was, what was it, Sunday morning, right before I headed off to the cruise. So it's been a minute, and I'm feeling so much better, guys. My back pain's going away. Uh, night and day difference from being sober. And beers only do so much for me, guys. Honestly, I could probably just go with just dabbing. After like one day of getting really drunk on that boat, I wasn't feeling good the next day. And it's just, I just don't know. I think 6 days is a long time to get a drink package, to be honest with you. It's honestly probably, you know what I think I might do next time? Not get the drink package. And then I'll just like one day I'll pay for my drinks and I'll go pretty heavy. And then I usually probably won't need a drink for a few days. But then when you're on this damn drink package every day, you're trying to put it in you, and my body's just like, no, please stop. I just want to get high. God. Yes, thank you. No meds. I really fought for this one. I've been on the last several cruises. I never gave you guys a first dab off the boat because I needed it so bad. This is the first time we're doing it, guys. So that's the first dab. Let's get our second dab in. Oh, it did wear me out. The kids wanting to take a nap. The wife, I think's taking a nap. The thing is, on this cruise ship, I wish I grabbed the itinerary. 6 a.m. you could go to these dinners and or breakfasts, and literally from about 7 until like 2 in the morning, there's shit to do. They've got like everything you could think of, guys. If you're bored, they've got trivia, they've got game shows, bingo. They also got live singing shows, comedians. Like you said, the putt putt. They had a basketball court on the thing too. So like they would have basketball tournaments. They would turn the basketball court into like a soccer thing and have soccer tournaments, volleyball tournaments, paddleball tournaments, pickleball tournaments. So they have these like tournaments. So if you want to do different things, there's an activity going on the boat anywhere. Oh, dude, I feel you, dude, Mikey. I think everybody is. Well, I stopped taking my inhaler, and I was like, but the other thing is, since I didn't smoke that whole cruise ship, I was just coughing up all kinds of shit. So I was clearing up my lungs during that cruise. That's for sure. All right, let's get a second dab in. You can tell I'm high. I'm fucking rambling. Get your nails out, later, boys, George, turn on your vaporizers, pour beers, pour shots, get your dabs ready. We're dabbing the hardcore from Pearl Pharma. Second dab in over 6 days. Man, thank God. That's the thing. You know what might be the thing to do? And I was telling my wife would be nice to do is just take a fly down to Cabo and stay in Cabo. And then when I'm down there, I'll be in Mexico and I could just get weed and shit. That might not be a bad idea either. Thank you, 10. I was having I didn't know what was going on. I didn't realize the internet was so bad. It was just all kinds of failing. And you're not allowed to bring Starlink on. So I was literally at the hands of what Carnival had. Thank you guys for coming on it though. And dealing with I'm sure it was the worst live ever. I'm running 800 up, 800 down. It's usually pretty good here. Granted, I am running a wireless camera, but if I switch over to my regular camera, usually we don't have like glitching issues. But yeah, I do miss having a good internet. That sucks so bad. That was fun though. Yeah, I dropped the glass. That was sucked. I honestly probably wouldn't have dropped that glass if that one guy didn't say get down. Once that guy told me to get down from that ledge, when I was up on that ledge, I dropped it trying to get off the damn ledge. If he would have just let me stay up on that ledge, as soon as I got down and he put his hand in my hand to help me get down, his hand was like soaking wet. And then I go to grab the glass again and went right out from under it. I blame him for it too. Get your nails out, Lady Balls, Roy Jones, Roy Bones, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots, get your dabs ready. Yeah, I know. They were having a great time. My kid, he'd be like, I don't want to shoot a video. And then I start shooting a video, and every single time, Dad, I want to be in the video. Cheers, guys.
Push the sun through, don't let the mood intrude. Nothing basic like nude, no, it was here.
Yeah, buddy.
Can do!
I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna get a little high.
Can do!
Yeah, my wife still gets carded. uh. um, I think I'm getting higher. Ooh. Sorry, guys. This is stone stuff. It's one thing from being stoned every day. It's another thing from being stoned in 6 days. That's when you turn into that commercial where you're over pouring your beers. Now where you're melting into the couch. And I was like, how did I get that type of weed? I was always trying to figure out what strain she was smoking. Had to be an indica, right? Ooh, how you doing, Josh, buddy? This is my second dab in 6 days, Josh. Oh, I'm so high. Oh shit. Yeah, my last I smoked like what was it? I had to head off to the cruise pretty early. I think we left at like what 9? I think my last dab was like 8 a.m. Sunday. So it's been well over 6 days. uh, you doing anything for Father's Day? I don't know. Usually we just go out to dinner. Nothing too special. June coming up here in June though. We got our 20-year anniversary, so I'm gonna probably have to book a dinner reservation soon because I think we're going to this high-end omakase sushi place, and it's like a Michelin star sushi place. So I think that's what I'm gonna be taking her for our 20-year anniversary. But yeah, I don't know. Father's Day, I don't know. Typical shit, probably nothing too special. No, 420 is tomorrow. 420 is tomorrow. Oh, that was the other cool thing they did. They did an Easter hunt on the ship, so they had Easter eggs they hid. If you don't know about Carnival, we also always hide rubber ducks. Everybody hides rubber ducks. So you're finding rubber ducks, hiding rubber ducks. The kids are doing that all the time. They got the putt, all the fun games. My kid we gave him $50 for the arcade. They have a nice arcade and shit, so he was in the arcade too. Oh, I bet. Dude, no mids. I stopped smoking for a while, like a few months maybe, and I took a little tolerance break a while ago, and, when I first did my first jab, I laid on the bed, and I felt like I was, like tripping. Like, all the when you're I was so high, it was like a mushroom high where, like, the colors slightly morph and, like, twist. You're totally fine and you can see everything fine, but, the colors and the things are kinda moving a little bit, and that was the first time when I first did some dabs after going not smoking for a few months. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. When you smoke and get high all the time and they say smoking is psychoactive. You don't notice it, but then when you don't do it for a while, you definitely notice it. Sorry, I'm just cleaning my lenses. Yeah. Well, he did the Easter egg hunt, guys. It was insane, guys. Everybody my we brought, I think, 100 Easter eggs. Every family brought, like, all these Easter eggs, and I guess maybe some didn't. There was a ton of kids. That Easter egg hunt ended in, like, 10 minutes because the area they let the kids do it in was really tiny, and so it got to a point, there were so many Easter eggs that they couldn't hide them anywhere. So it'd be like if you lift up one pillow, you just found, like, 10 Easter eggs, and it ended in, like, 10 minutes. Um, but yeah, we're still doing it. We weren't gonna do it, but his grandmothers and shit said, you know, "You still gotta get him an Easter basket." So he's gonna get an Easter basket. I mean, he doesn't believe like a giant bunny's hopping around or anything, but but yeah, we ended up doing the Easter egg hunt because we asked him if he wanted to do it because we knew there was gonna be a lot of little kids, and we even asked if there was an age limit. And they said, "Yeah, he could come." So he had fun. But yeah, I got to do that, got the putt. Did I tell you guys there was that was the other thing I'm late. I'm shocked I'm here where I am, to be honest with you. So, I got home about 10 AM, so about an hour and 40 minutes ago, roughly, and, that's pretty good considering our boat I got in at yeah, I got to my house about 10 AM, right? I think that's about when I got here. No, I got here about 10:30, my bad, somewhere around there. Anyway, and, uh, our boat last night at 3 AM had an emergency, like a medical emergency where we actually turned around and stopped heading to Long Beach at 3 AM and started heading back towards Ensenada. And we headed about a good I think they said 70 nautical miles. And we caught a Coast Guard helicopter that came down. There's pics. I could show you guys on the group. Everybody's got pics. Coast Guard helicopter came down with a fucking net thing, picked this person up and lifted him up and then took him away. And then the boat stopped while they did that and then turned around. We had to head back. So we were actually a little late getting in because I think I got up. I think we didn't even get into Long Beach till like right before I started that video, maybe about 8 in the morning or so, and then I started that video, I don't know, what was that, about 8:30 almost? And then I literally I was off the boat by 9 o'clock or so, and then I was home by, like, 9:30, and then I was home. I got off really quick. I'm dialing in how to get on and off the boat. One trick is if you give the porters usually when we get there, we give the porters our bags, they'll bring it to our room, no big deal. When we get off the boat, we take our bags with us. Now, the reason we do it is because if you give it to them, which a lot of people do, you just leave it outside your room, they'll take it. But then you have to have a number and it gives you a set time because that's when you got to go down, they'll give you your bags. You can't go because if your bags ain't there, there's nowhere for you to go. But if you have your own bags, you could get off the boat right after the diamonds and the platinums and the double diamonds and shit. And we're gold, we're almost like a diamond, but you could get off right after those guys or even with those guys. The last time I got off with them, I think I was home last time by like 9:30. I got home super quick last time, but I was all by myself. I feel pretty I feel pretty I guess I should keep dabbing, right? I gotta pick up our dog. Well, I don't gotta pick her. Jen's picking up the dog at 2 o'clock. So the babysitter, we wanted to get the dog sooner, but the babysitter didn't want to let the dog go yet. Thank you, cannabis. 26 people, guys. I've done 2 dabs. This is my first 2 dabs in 6 days, guys. We're dabbing the Hardcore by Pearl Pharma. I will be swooping some more stuff for 420 tomorrow also. And this shit started looking it was already kinda dark. God, I hate my I'm sorry, I'm running this wirelessly. It's not clicking quickly, but, I left this out in the sun. I turned off all my AC, guys. Okay, here, guys. I want you guys to understand. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I had my AC. I had my entire house shut down for the entire week. I came back in my house, and the temperature in my house was 69 degrees. So that just kind of tells you. I mean, usually my place stays in that temperature with or without the AC. I usually use the AC and drop it down to about 65 or so. Oh, our We use the same dog sitter. She is amazing, guys. She poses Tina. She has a little kid too who loves the dog, and she takes a million pictures with the dog. She actually poses the dog in pictures. She's also a vet, so she'll take the dog, she cleans Tina, she gives her a bath, she trims Tina's nails, and then she poses her pictures and everything. So I'll have to show you some. Here, I got one on the refrigerator from the last time. Let me show you. She even gives us all the pictures. So yeah, she takes every single day, poses pictures. She's got a cute little kid that's like 5 years old, and she'll roll around on her belly and let the kid play with her and stuff. Tina's such a good dog, so she loves her. She always says she's such a good dog. She always loves babysitting her. What does it cost for 6 days? I think she's $80 a day. About it. I think about 80. 60 to 80, I think, depending on what time of the year. But I mean, she is a cutie. Well, sometimes we have friends do it, but if they can't do it, and I usually this lady's been so good. I like how she gives her the bath, and I think she's 60, to be honest with you. I don't think she's maybe on the lower end. She's one of the cheaper ladies that does it, and she's probably one of the better ones. So thank you, Nomads. She's like I think a half Pomeranian, half Chihuahua. She has a little bit of skin issues, so she doesn't grow a whole lot of hair on her neck and her belly. But what I think we got her at a shelter, and I think she was a breeder dog, and they shaved her belly and stuff, so she was like a mom. And I think they shaved her, and her hair just might not have grown back all the way. But super nice dog. She never barks unless like somebody's knocking at the door. She'll never bite or anything. She's got a beautiful tail. But yeah, I love her. She's probably one of the best dogs we have. She also won't ever pee in the house. She never pees or poops in the house. She's about 3 years old now. But yeah, she'll never pee or poop in the house. She doesn't even like to go outside. So, like, I have to drag her ass outside. But, once we get her outside, she'll go pee and poop, but she is, and she's also crate trained. She's also crate trained. So we have a crate, and not only crate trained, I just leave the crate open, but that's where, like, if she gets tired of people or whatever, or wants to take a nap, she just goes into her crate and lays down. I keep a nice pillow and everything in there, so don't think she's, like, laying on hard shit. I got it all fluffed up and shit, but, she is crate trained too, which is cool. Oh, what up, Justin? How you doing, bud? Uh, all right, let's do another one. How many am I at? Did I do three or two? Oh, I'm getting there. I think I did two. I think this is going to be my third dab in about 6 days. Well, the person who watches, she's a female, like you said, she's a veterinarian. All right, everybody. It was funny. We found her on the internet, and when we first found her, she was a little standoffish. Like she was like wanting to meet us in a park and didn't want us to tell the address of where she lived, and it was like kind of creepy. But she was pretty. She was really cheap. God, she might be cheaper than I'm thinking. She might be $45 a day, to be honest with you. Like most of the people on this dog walking thing was like 80, and she was like really standoffish. But then after we did it, and we gave her a great review and everything, now she loves Tina. So it's no biggie. We actually went to her place. She has a beautiful house. So they got money. So I think she just does it for the fun of it. But it was so cute. It's so cute because she'll send us pictures. I won't show these because it's her kid, but she'll send us pictures with her kid just playing. And Tina's the type of dog, and this is why I'm pretty sure she was like a breeder dog. If you walk up to her, she just rolls over. She just lays on her back. She loves her belly petted. It's a great dog. Like I said, probably one of my best dogs ever, and that's saying something 'cause I had a lot. All right, guys, Justin, everybody, we got the hardcore. I think this is dab number 3. Ooh, Black Mirror on Netflix. I gotta watch all those new episodes. There's also a new You coming out, guys. You guys, I gotta check that out too. I think I'm missing some righteous gemstones too. Oh, dude, I'm so fucking feeling great, guys. You guys have no idea. It sucks. I was like force feeding myself food on the boat. Like it wasn't that, but it isn't like I'm like addicted to weed or whatever. It's like normally I just don't eat a lot. It's why I used to be a really skinny person, to be honest with you. Probably before I came out to California. I came out to Cali, I started smoking weed, and I'm like, and drinking. It just all adds up. But when I don't smoke, I don't eat a lot. But I still ate pretty good on the boat. The last night I had some baked Alaska. It was so good. Damn, Justin. I got you, bud. I got you. Yeah, you gotta help me now with my whole setup, dude. So I'll be giving you a call. We'll talk on Discord, Justin. I'll probably get you my number and shit because I'm gonna have to like FaceTime you. And I think that'll be probably the best way because I'm not a very good at like texting and typing because I'm better if you tell me what I'm doing. So I'll set the camera up, Justin, and we'll be like virtual, like trying to help me out because I got to work on my figuring out my chat. So that should keep you busy. I know it'll keep you busy because when I do it with Shido freaks out. Literally, the last time I had an issue, you should have been there. Me and Shido came over. Shido literally drives like fucking 45 minutes down here. The whole thing fell apart. It was like 2 hours of us trying to figure out how to get my. I lost this. What happened was we were doing something. We did a whole update of everything, and then out of the blue, I couldn't hear my video game. And I was like, "Oh shit, Sheeta!" Then I'm yelling at him. Me and Sheeto's yelling at each other. And then after it was all done, I was like, "Oh, I didn't restart it." So once I restarted my PlayStation, it all worked. And then Sheeta was like, and then I said, "We're ready for the video." We shot a video. Yeah, dude, you're gonna have to help me quite a bit, bud. But yeah, we'll start doing that Monday or whatever, whenever you're free. I'll talk to you on the Discord. We'll kind of work it out. But yeah, today and tomorrow, I'm gonna just be catching up on stuff, getting high again, and resting. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I I didn't sleep really good. Nick, are you a married man? I've been like I said, 20 years in June. I've known her. We've been together for 22, 23 years almost. That's why they asked us in the live. They said, they asked her, they said, "What do you think of him smoking weed?" I smoked weed before I knew her. So, I mean, she knew I smoked weed when we got together. Yeah, I was actually selling it, and I think I was even growing it before I met her. It's all good. Nobody's in every chat. It's all good. I've been doing YouTube for so long. I'm okay with repeating myself. It's just other people who watch it are like, "You just keep repeating yourself," and I'm just like, I'm just used to it. Uh, all right, everybody. But yeah, I'm gonna be taking her probably to Nobu in June. We're gonna not Nobu. My bad. We were gonna go to Nobu. We're gonna do just a Michelin star omakase place. That's where the chef, makes you sushi and you get one piece of sushi and it's like a 15-course dinner. I think it's like $250 a person. But she'd have done it a couple times. It was like I feel like I'm in the secret. Out of the blue, I started wanting to do it, and she was like, "Oh, I just been doing it." I was like, "Jesus Christ!" Now everybody's into this. I'm probably behind on updates. I'm gonna have to double check my updates on all these games, guys. All right, guys, get your nails out, load your bowl, short junk turbulence, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots. Shout out to everybody. Give me a thumbs up, guys. I literally got home and I could have smoked, I could have dabbed, I could have ignored you guys, but no, no, no. I got the beer and I got the whole thing fired up. And we got a live video for my very first session, 6 days. Shido, even the last time I did a cruise, wanted me to call him And I was so tired and wanted to smoke. You know what it's like to just sit back by yourself, zone out, just watch some YouTube. I was watching some PKA and just getting high, you know. It's always nice too, especially when you're tired. All right, everybody, get your nails out, lid bowl, short joint, short buns, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots, get your dabs ready. I believe it's dab number 3. I want to be high. But yeah, me and Justin, aka 69 Fart Session, he's going to be helping me with this. So we'll get this thing set up. He's going to be, maybe we'll work on something. We get some money rolling through here, Justin. You could be like my online producer. We'll figure out a little percentage for you. That'd be cool. I'm trying to get, like I said, just get some money going in general so I can actually swoop. My goal is to get enough money that I can buy those high end weeds or concentrates and weeds for that matter. I know Trilogy right now is banging out some fire and they're doing all these batters and shit. And back in the day, Trilogy only did diamonds and sauce. And again, that's something that's hard to get past, I think, usually in the medical market or the legal market. I don't know for whatever reasons, probably like PPM, I don't know, something like that. But they don't do a lot of that. Also, I don't think it's very shelf stable. I think that could be it. Because like when you're doing diamonds and sauces, if you don't have the right temperature, you can't hold it. But that's what they were known for. So I'd like to try their new legal mids or their new batters. No, I'm sure we will. We'll get this channel rocking and rolling. Because there's nobody like me anymore. There used to be a million people like me. Now, sadly, they're all gone. And then the new guys are horrendous. Every That's the other thing about having some money coming in the channel. I'm going to be able to get legit reviews because I'm going to be buying it. I don't give a shit what they say. I don't mind giving people. I'll do walkthroughs. I'll give you, I'll talk about you and give you sponsorship. But when it comes down to like smoking weeds and doing dabs and shit, I'm gonna always give a legit review. So if you don't like it, probably don't want to give it to me, and that has happened before. I've had people give it to me and regret it, and I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just not that guy. I had people before actually want to take it down. I had people who knew I'd give it a bad review, and that's cool too. They were like, "I know you're not gonna like it." And I was like, that's hilarious that you say that. But some of those is they know I ain't gonna like it because they don't like a Bubba. I don't like a meaty strain. I don't like those fucking savory strains. But I'll say that in the video. I'll say, hey, it is what it is. You might like it. That's a legit terp. What isn't a legit terp is the mothballs and the fucking matchsticks. Anyway, cheers, everybody.
Nobody's here. Is the door closed or is it a placebo or is it my feet of my
Yes, they are,
soul?
Tim.
I don't wanna go
Well, they got these
outside.
crazy studios just to say everything's amazing, and then read a script.
Maybe you can open the door for me. Baby, can you open the door for me? Maybe you can open the door for me, for me.
Thank you, Tim. Goblin Mike. Goblin Mike. I think me and that goblin guy would be a. I'd like to hang out with him. I'd like to see where he hangs with me. I don't know. It'd be interesting. He seems to go pretty hard. He seems to be pretty legit. He's kind of produced, kind of not. I hear he doesn't make a lot of money. So, but I do know he puts a lot of money into it. So, I mean, he makes some money out of it. I was watching some of his videos. He was saying, they're kind of breaking even. That's always a tough place to be at. But I do like his videos. He does some great videos. The ones where he's trying to bail out people from jail. I mean, me and him would be funny. I definitely wanted like at least if I go to him or him come to me, I'm gonna try to figure out a way to talk to that guy. I'm sure he has like an Instagram or something, right? I have to look it up. I'm sure I could. I could. That's what my computer's for. I'll do it when I'm off here. I don't like fucking up my live sometimes for simple shit like that, especially right now when I'm trying to get back in my groove here. This is what was that my third dab? Anybody keeping track? I know I'm not. All right, guys, this is the unwatered down Budweiser. You know what was so good? I was on that thing. I went to they got a Tecate fact. The Tecate factory. Man, you I'm getting high. The Tecate factory is down there in what was it Ensenada? Yeah, Ensenada. And so I got some Tecates there too. So fucking good. You guys know how much I love that shit. Hey, cheers, no mids. Mow that grass, buddy. Thank you for coming on, bud. Like, subscribe. I'll be on soon. Don't forget to like. Thumbs up. That's what I mean. What do I say like? Like sounds stupid. Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm gonna get no, it's fun there. So we got the Tecate. I also got a Michelada there. And what was the other one called something else? There was another one. There was a Michelada and a Chelada? Or anyway, it was a little I forget. They didn't have like one of the sauces like Worcestershire in it or something like that. Testing. Okay, sorry. Thank you, man. You know, yeah, I do kind of. Sometimes, these mic cords are so fucking sensitive. I realized when I ran my whole system originally, if it touches anything, it kind of fucks it up. So I had to kind of like rewire my mic cord alone just so it doesn't touch anything. Thank you, bud. Hey, big perm. No, it cut out again. Let me just. There we go. Testing. It might be fart. Tim's like, it sounds good to me. All right, everybody. Let's do one more dab. It could be me sliding away from the mic too. Bye, everybody. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. Oh, you know I'm getting high, guys. Chill out. You want to see me worse? Go see me drunk on the 80s night. I'm just smashing glass, kicking it into the pool, hoping your foot gets cut. No, I didn't do that on purpose, to be honest with you. I was trying to put the ice into the pool, but I don't think he saw it as that. I literally they were square pieces I was trying to push into the pool, and I'm pretty sure that was the ice, but it looked bad. But then literally the very next night, he ended up breaking like 2 or 3 glasses during that white night as he's dancing around the damn bar. It was crazy. So it was, and you know what was funnier? So he gets all mad at me. Don't push on that boat. I was like, all right. But again, I'm still gonna say once they got me off that bar is when I dropped it. I got it, slipped it, dropped it. Anyway, I was doing fine when I was dancing like him. That's a funny video. Go watch that 80s live. I don't remember the video I did after that one. I got really drunk that night. But yeah, then the next night I wasn't feeling so good because I got a little too drunk the night before. I did win $100 at the casino though. So I got $30. I'm not I'm I liked when I gamble, I usually do blackjack, right? And my boy Shanley was kicking ass at this Wheel of Fortune game. So I go to this Wheel of Fortune game. Get Shanley on a video. Yeah, I should. So I go to this Wheel of Fortune game that he did. I put 30 on it. $10 in, I won like 116. So now I'm at 136, I believe. And then I just cashed out. I was like, oh, well, I'm up 100. And then I was too drunk to keep going because I just knew I was so fucking drunk at this point because this is after the 80s night and everything. I was so fucking drunk. I was like, if I keep going, because I know they actually cut me off. They said I already hit my 15. So I was like, there ain't no reason for me to stay here any longer. And so I got my 136, and Jen, the very first night did it too because I pointed out the same one. So it's a good little one, but she's since then hit it and lost pretty much all of hers, but I still got mine. I'm not greedy. I'll take my little $100. Well, I used to do that because I used to go to Vegas all the time. Well, they didn't cut me off. I get 16 alcoholic drinks. What ended up happening was I got more than that because, Jennifer doesn't max hers out. So, like 2 or 3 times, she got a drink for me on her card. So I must have been at like 19 maybe. I was done. I was feeling I felt like I literally thought I had alcohol poisoning the next day. And it was so bad. I got up and usually I'll get a couple beers or I'll get a couple I like Bloody Marys because Bloody Marys are great or micheladas. You can't really get a michelada on the ship, but get a Bloody Mary on the ship and it has the tomato juice and it helps you, but they wasn't helping. No, no, no. Okay, so here's how it works. You could get no if you get no drink package, you could get water, regular coffees, and, juices. If you get a soda package like Sebastian got, it's like, I don't know, $5 a day, and you could get all the sodas, any soda on the boat plus the previous thing, the waters and the regular coffees. If you get the drink package, they don't call it the alcoholic package. The drink package, you can get Gatorades, which I got. Oh, I've got extra Gatorades. I've got Red Bulls. You get Gatorades, Red Bulls, you also get all the specialty coffees, you get all the milkshakes, and all the coffees, you can also get spiked. Now, any drink you get that has alcohol in it, you only get 15 of the alcoholic drinks a day. Now, the Gatorades, the Red Bulls, the specialty coffees, the milkshakes, as long as they don't have alcohol in it, you could get unlimited. It's every 5 minutes you could get a drink. Basically, every 5 minutes you could get a drink. But anyway, so what me and Jen do is in between every 5 minutes, I'll just ask for a Gatorade or a Red Bull, and they give it to me unopened, and so we got a whole bunch of them in our luggage. So I just got extras. I just kept swooping them because I don't drink them all the time. I did drink some. You've seen me. I get Gatorades and I get, vodka Red Bulls, but when I'm not drinking and shit in between drinks, I don't mind every 5 minutes just grabbing a Red Bull or a Gatorade. So I got a whole bunch packed up here. So I trust me, I make that drink package work. Make it work. Yeah, big perm. And I feel like I'm due for some. Oh, dank. Yeah, buddy. Fucking, I'm glad I'm home. My liver and I think my kidney took a hit. Your shirts were a big hit. Tell your wife thank you. I was giving you a shout out, Noel. Kept saying, "Noel from Home Farms" on YouTube. But no, I mean, some of these guys, they didn't understand. I was like it was funny, this one guy looked at me when I was in the thing. His name was Jim, nice guy from San Francisco. He was 52 years old. I won't say his last name, and Jim will never see this. But so Jim's from San Francisco, and it's hilarious. And I'm going to tell this hit Jim story. So he called his wife the warden, and so his wife let him drink anything he wanted as long as it wasn't a Long Island iced tea. And so then he would get a Long Island iced tea, and she's like, "What is that?" He goes, "I don't know." She was crazy, and he was funny. I loved him. We talked all the time. But when he first saw him, no, not him. No, there was another guy. I had a couple people that saw me when I had the one with the skull, the, Grateful Dead one. They said I looked like the dude from, uh, How Half Baked, and I said, "Jim Brewer?" And he goes, "Oh." I was like, "I don't think I sound or act like him, but that's funny." Alright, everybody. Let's try some more hardcore dab time. This is, I think, my 4th dab since 6 Sunday. We're gonna have a good sesh tomorrow for 420, guys. Likes to see my face. It likes to see my face. Dude, me and Jen, we hit the nightclub 2 nights out of the 6, which wasn't bad considering we never did that before. We also got to see the comedy club, the shows, Celestial at Strings and shit like that. 15 strong's bad, but even me, 10, I started fucking it up. See, I don't mind. I can have 15 beers. I can make that. But a lot of mine were like I was doing like Woodford old fashions, and a Woodford old fashioned, like 4 or 5 of them, you're pretty fucked up. And it depends on how you space them out. Like if you can 15 a day, if you could do it, how many would that be an hour? Almost like 1 an hour. You know what I mean? If you can do it that way, you're gonna be good. If you're doing them one every 5 minutes, which is what they allow, you're gonna have a problem. I had everybody get your nails out, load your bolts, joints, joints, Tory blunts, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots. Oh, it's 100% worth it. I wouldn't go on them so much, Ian. I mean, you got to figure you're paying like if you look up a cruise, like for what I did, you can get either a balcony, a window, or an interior. If you get an interior, you can almost get like a 6-day cruise for like 350 bucks a person. Like usually a 6-day cruise is almost 500 a person. And now that's including a hotel. But I mean, that's like your hotel. You got your food, your drinks, this, that, and the other. It's fun. Yeah, if you fly out though, it's expensive, Ian. See, I live in, if you live by a port where you can just drive there or take an Uber is what we do. We got an Uber XL Black, and because we got a whole bunch of luggage and shit, and it costs us about $100 to get there, but it's better than like taking the car, and you have to pay like shit nowadays. I think these things are 25 to 40 bucks a day. It gets expensive. It's just easier just to Uber there. Yeah, honestly, well, I always say that flying almost doubles it. It almost doubles it. Because like, if it's like 350 bucks a person, your flights, I mean, I guess it might not be 350 a person, but I mean, it's expensive. Uh, honestly, I think we got the cruise for around 1,100, and then the drink package was, is it 80 bucks a day? 400 probably. I guess about 2,000. But then if you add in, the dolphin excursion was 199 a person, and then Seb was 130, so that's 405, like 540 just to do the dolphin excursion. And then we got the pictures, the videos, and everything. That was another 300. Who's doing the math? So the dolphin was again like 200 bucks a person for me and Jen, so that's 400. And with Seb, I think a kid was 140. So I think that was 540, and then I think the pictures was around 340. So 540 plus 340 is like 880. Add that onto everything. And then we also then did the glass bottom boat the next day in Cabo. That wasn't too expensive. That was 25 bucks a person. That was 75 bucks. And then the next day we did the lobster meal, and that was like 45 bucks a person, another 150. Yeah, I'd say around there. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the most expensive was the dolphin one. The dolphin one got crazy. So yeah, you got to figure the cruise alone. If you just want to take the cruise, it was about 1,100, right? And then if you add another 500 for the dolphins and 800, that's about 19. And then the other stuff was cheap. It honestly would have been less than that. It would have been like 23, 2,400 probably. Because again, like the glass bottom boat was only 25 bucks a person, and then I think the lobster dinner was only 49. But the dolphin's expensive, 199. But we got to ride on them. I don't know if you've seen the pictures. I'll have to send the pics, but they'd take you underwater and you grab the fin and you're on them, swimming down 25 feet deep, jumping out of the water with them. I got them on my Facebook. I'll have to start post. I don't know. Did I post them on the Discord? No, I think the cruise for all 3 of us was around 1,100, just the cruise. Then you had the drink package. Yeah, I forgot about the drink package. You had the drink package again, that's another 800, so you're at 19. And then, what did we say, about 800 or so? 900 for the dolphins, so 18, 2,700 right there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, under 3,000. Yeah, so you're right, 10. And then, like, probably, like I said, 75 for the bloat. So, yeah, probably it's around 3,000. Yeah. But then if you add, like, flying out, like, it's like 200 a person, 300 a person, that's another 1,000, I guess. I guess it ain't too much more. But again, me and Jen, when we do this, we don't always do the dolphin swim. We've done these. If what we do sometimes, guys, this is a big one because it was just a spring break one. But a lot of times we'll take like a 3 or 4 day one, and that'll be like 800 bucks, and then we won't buy any excursion, and we won't buy the drink package, or even if we buy the drink package, it isn't that much more. So say 800 bucks plus, like, another, what is a drink, 80 a day, for 3 days is another. 16, 240, 500. So yeah, you could get that for like 1300 and be done. We just like if our kid, when you see your kid smile as much as Seb does when we do these dolphin excursions, it's worth it. We did it here in Cabo 2 times. We did it in Puerto Vallarta 1 time. He always loves it. How you doing, Jack? Thank you, Jack. You're not the first. I was an influence. My wife always says you were the worst influence on a stoner's generation over a decade ago. How you doing, Jack? Yeah, I just got off a cruise, bud. I haven't smoked in about 6 days, so I'm just getting high as fuck, bud. Cheers, bud. All right, everybody. So let's get some dabs here. I got the Geodome out here. I'm sorry for the camera. The camera's going is wireless, so I know, Jack. Well, that's what I'm trying to bring back, buddy. So I'm glad you're here. But yeah, we're trying to bring back like an OG, real stoners. Because nowadays, every fucking weed tuber now is doing like the worst fucking review. It's just a paid advertisement. And I literally will say it tastes like shit. So what I'm dabbing right now is some Pearl Pharma hardcore, and it is not very good, even for me not smoking in 6 days. But I am getting high as fuck, so I won't complain. Yeah, buddy. I'm glad you're here, bud. We got the Discord. Check out my Discord. I'm working on everything, bud. I'm trying to bring it back. Me and my buddy Justin is going to help me with some of this stuff. He's more into it than I am, and we're going to get the Discord going and everything. So we'll have it all coming back. Where is it? Actually, I copied it up here somewhere, and we got the chat rocking and rolling. Where's Colombian when you need him? All right, there it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So we're actually live now on Twitch. If you guys, Twitch is rocking and rolling. If you ever want to check out Twitch, our Twitch is rocking. But yeah, always here on YouTube and on Kick. Yeah. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. All right, everybody, get your nails hot, load your bowl, short lunch, turn on your vaporize, pour your beers, pour your shots, get your dabs ready. We're bringing a community back. It's funny, every single live, I see one more person I find. They're like, I found you again. I'm always happy to hear that. Yeah, Carnival. Man, I still got an argument with them about that. They fucking searched my wife and my kids' bags. They didn't search mine, even though I didn't bring anything. But it's like, God, out of every person. I can't believe they searched my kid's bag. What they did is they took my kid's bag and said they didn't search it. And then I got this paper saying they did. Oh, well. It's all good. I have fun. It isn't that expensive. I was thinking honestly though, the Princess comes out of San Pedro, which is right across the bay. It's literally like fucking 5 minutes from Long Beach. So I might try the Princess or Royal Caribbean. So I don't know. I might try something new. I ain't gonna ever sue him. It's just a waste. You know who I shouldn't sue? I don't know if you know this is what happened is when I was walking to the uh dolphin swim and shit. I ended up stepping on a rusty nail, and I kicked it, and I got this hole in my left toe, and it hurt. And I thank God my wife's a nurse, and she brings like a medical kit, so I had some Neosporin and shit, and I cleaned it up and put some Neosporin on it. But she's like, and I'm bleeding, right? I literally was bleeding right when I was about to hop in with the dolphins. And they were like, it's okay, it's salt water. And everybody else is looking, and I'm just bleeding everywhere. And I'm like, well, everybody else has to deal. I said, if you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. And they said, we are. I said, all right. They said, it's salt water. I said, yeah, it is. You're right. You're right. It's salt water. So then I'm with the damn dolphin, right? As we're at the dolphin, we're at this little dolphin. And the guys go, get out of the water or move away, move away. And then there was this big murky mist in the water. And then he goes, the dolphin pooped. So now the dolphin pooped by my toe, and my wife, then after I get out, it's like, I'm kind of worried about your toe. You shouldn't have been in the water with the poop. And I'm like, and then like literally the whole next day, my toe was like tender, and I was worried it was getting infected, so I was, like, cleaning it and putting some Neosporin on it, and it was a rusty nail I kicked. It was supposed to be this flat, light. You know, they have that light teeth that's built in, but it was lifted up, and then the screw that's supposed to screw it down was sticking up and rusty, and I didn't see it because she's pointing, and I ended up stubbing it. Ugh. Cheers, guys. I paid a $900 for that. I paid a lot of money to get that toe infected. Well, you gotta be out here, tinfoil. I don't know if they do online. Cheers, Justin. Well, shit, it could be anything, yeah. But, you know, I'm a surfer. Like, I mean, here's the thing is I'm a surfer and I've hurt my feet and, like, body parts surfing and bled, and, you know, it's always saltwater cures all, so I was like, "I'm fine if you're fine." What I was worried about was in order to get into the pool with the dolphins, there's this, like, tide pool that's like this much water, and I'm splashing around, and the whole little pool is just getting filled with blood, and then everybody's having to walk through my blood. I was like, "Great." Not that I care, but well, they do make you pet the belly of it. So the dolphin will come up and you can hang out with them and pet them. They're like, "Roll over, pet the belly." And I'm like, "Eh." This one was a female dolphin. I did have a different dolphin called Gandalf the last time. Yeah, I know. Well, I was drinking a lot that morning too because I was trying to nurse a hangover. So my blood was thin as fuck. So I was just like, just and like I remember I was in the tide pool, that little pool, like you're walking from here to there, and they make you take your flip flops off, and that's when I kicked it, like literally within 10 feet. I was walking with my damn sandals on, and the lady goes, "You can't bring your sandals in here." And I said, "Okay." And I turned around, put my sandals down, turned around, whoosh, right in between that time. Then I was like bleeding everywhere. Oh, what is it? Feels like wet rubber. Pretty much what you think it would feel like, I guess. Yeah, if you ever got really well rubber. So yeah, then there's this like a pool. It's like probably like 6 feet by 2 feet, maybe about an inch of water, and you're supposed to put your feet in it to clean them off. And I'm doing it, and I'm just seeing the. It looked like an episode of Jaws. You just see the whole thing getting redder and redder, and I think they sprayed it out because they just add more water to it. But still, it was still funny. All right, what are we at? I feel like a million times better. Man, my wife literally told me, "You better bring a vape pen next time." Oh, no. I'm gonna have to do the hide and seek. I think I can do it. I'll make my damn own vape pen. I think I'm gonna do a vape pen that's just all distillate. So it's gonna be like 90 some percent with no terps. Do it drive by. I wasn't freaking out. It's just I don't have the appetite. Like I was fine. I just didn't have the appetite. I bought literally a 5 pack of cigars. I smoked one of them, and I threw the other 4 away before I got off the boat because I was like, "What am I gonna do with this shit?" Yeah. Yeah, I did, bud. Well, most people don't remember why my 420 channel was deleted was because I was facing 11 to 14 years in federal prison. And I think I did videos at the lab, And I was like, man, if I go before the judge and they're pulling up my YouTube channel and I end up getting time and I have to tell everybody, well, I videotaped everything. I mean, nowadays you got these guys literally, like the Johnny Somalis and all these guys like IRLs that are just like filming and it's normal. And then everybody's making fun of them for doing it. I was like, back then, I was like, I didn't want to be an example. I thought that sounded stupid. Uh, but yeah, I've been through a broken neck. I got a donor bone, a plate, few screws in the neck. I got all that done working at a illegal black market lab as a giant fucking material column fell and hit me. During COVID, nobody was allowed to go to work. Long Beach was empty, right? And I was working at this black market lab, driving on the empty streets to it. And then once we got there, nobody wore a mask. Oh, it would have. I would have been. I mean, you wanna talk about 0 IQ. Like, honestly, I feel bad. I had 80,000 followers, and I deleted all the videos, turned off the channel, and I feel bad, and I wish I wouldn't have because the case got the whole thing got dropped. But, I mean, imagine being in my point of view, where I was like, "Oh, no, this could be bad." Like, we had a giant extraction system. We had 2 giant ovens. We were on vacation at the time, but, the main room, we had Cheetos, Liquid Glass Arts, this giant recycler, which is probably the best recycler we ever had. It was like this big. It's called Liquid Glass Arts, amazing recycler. I also had my chip stack Carney tube there. We had a skate ramps, we had a balcony, I was working on a zip line. It was gonna be like the fantasy factory. We skateboarded there and everything, and I had my juggling shit. They took everything. We had hundreds of thou we had I think we had almost $100,000 in there. That was crazy. $100,000 worth of shit gone. Thank God I'm high. No, it was. That's what everybody said back then. He was on vacation. My Packers were on vacation. We got a fake call from a federal agent saying, we had a water leak. He was our landlord. And then after it was all said and done, we called our landlord, and our landlord said, "We never called in a water leak. They just called in a water leak to get me there." Once I got there and they didn't even raid me when I was there because they didn't know I had a gun or something in there, I guess. And so they waited till I left, and that's when they pulled us over and then they made us sit there for fucking 8 hours or something. It was insanity, as they called the fire department, the bomb squad, because we had a giant closed loop that nobody used back then. It was all crazy. Well, why would I rat anybody? Oh, yeah, because I got out early. I didn't get out early because I got out early because I got bailed out. They found my bail, and I got bailed out before I got to talk to the detective because I wasn't even gonna say anything anyway, but I didn't even wanna fucking even be in front of a fucking detective. So I just fucking got bailed out. I like 3 a.m. I never forget. It was like out of a movie. I'm like trying to get to sleep. I'm in a single cell. Here's what happened. So I go into this place. I have nipple rings at the time, right? So I had these nipple rings on. And I didn't eat all day, and I couldn't get my damn nipple rings out. And the lady goes, yeah, nobody got ratted out for sure. Yeah, the landlord never even knew. That was the fucked up thing. After it was all said and done, the landlord didn't understand what was going down. It was like a fake landlord call. They pretended they were the landlord. Anyway, they kept saying it was a water leak, and we had 2 mini splits in there because we were trying to keep the extraction area cold because it did better for extracts at the time because we were running really cold extracts. And I thought one of the mini split lines that drained the water because they had to go down this huge fucking thing to get outside. I thought one of those got clogged and it was watering. Yeah, so I had 2 yeah, I had 2 nipple rings, and I had a tongue ring. I had a big, like, 2 gauge tongue ring. I had a big tongue ring at the time, and, I could get the tongue ring out, but my nipple rings, I couldn't because I was shaking, and this lady came around the corner. "Hey, what up, Taylor?" This lady came around this is why I should get my nipple rings pierced again. So she came around the corner with these big, like, clamps, and I said, "You gotta do what you gotta do. I can't get them off." And so she didn't do it because I guess at risk of hurting me. And so, they put me in, my own cell with my own cell phone, so I didn't have to go into general area. And so that's when I started making phone calls, and I had Jen and Shido know, and they got the money to get me bailed out. I eventually had to get the nipple rings out because of my neck. So I ended up when I had to get my fucking what was it, CAT scan, MRI or whatever, you can't have anything. So they made me take everything out. So so now you know. And knowing is half the battle. But yeah, what a fucking bitch. So then I ended up there was 2 months till the trial. Hey, there you go, Taylor. But well, it was funny when I got mine pierced, I was in like Arizona. I was like 20, I don't know how old it was, 22 maybe. And I go to this guy to get it done, and he hit the he goes, "You want two?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, you only pay me after you're done. Most people only get one." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Because it hurts so much." And so I go, bam, he hit it. And I was looking, this dude who pierced my nipples has pictures all around him of him hanging by his skin by like two fucking like 2-inch hooks on his back. And so I was watching these pictures and I was like, yeah, we're doing okay. And so he hit both of them. But anyway, yeah, I had to get everything taken out when I ended up having to get an MRI CAT scan, whatever it was, because of the magnets. All right. Get your nails hot, load your both turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots, get your dabs ready. Dude, when I had mine done, I learned real quick that you every time before I went to bed, I put a band-aid over them just so they didn't roll. Cause I had what is it, like the horseshoe or whatever? And they would flip and get hooked. And I remember I had like silk sheets back then. It would get hooked and shit. And so that's why even to this day I sleep with like a t-shirt. And I think I got used to sleeping with a t-shirt because I was always worried about my damn nipple rings getting hooked. Even after they were completely healed. Every now and then those fuckers get hooked on a string and fuck your sleep up. uh, and that's why I sleep with the t-shirt on. All right, everybody, get your nails out, later both turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots. Get those nipple rings out of the way. But yeah, you want to be careful with those. It takes them a while to heal, especially if you keep ripping them in your sheets. Man, I'm feeling good, guys. Do I look higher? I don't look as bad. Oh, I know. I should get the herba going. I'll be fucking running around the room. All right. 23 people in the room, 17 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. I'm going to get back on that hamster wheel. No shit. That's what it tastes like. A hamster wheel. A very old hamster. All right, cheers. There we go. This one's a little more upbeat. We got Tall, Dark, and 90, my buddy. Hack the planet. Hack the planet. I'm sub cool. That was one of my names back in the day. I like that movie so much.
Push the sun through, don't let the moon intrude. Up a race, it like nude, no, it was here. It's here.
With a weed nerd. Cheers, Jack. Man, I'm feeling. Man, I'd be dangerous on a cruise ship if I could get this high. I would probably come off the cruise ship. I think I probably lost weight. I probably would come off the cruise ship like a Santa Claus. I'd be like Sebastian eating like 40 some pieces of pizza. I gotta weigh him. He probably gained 10 pounds. Hell yeah, buddy. Well, it's good to be busy, right? Oops, excuse me. I am going to get some more extracts tomorrow. OC3 is doing a 42% off special for 420. So I guess that means 42.0%. They're getting really fancy with that one, but I'll take it. 42% isn't bad. So $100 is going to be, what is that? 58 bucks. That ain't bad. Out the door. So I'm going to swoop some stuff. I ain't going to get anything too crazy. Maybe I could get Cheeto over tomorrow. That'd be cool. But yeah, if you guys ever want to get in here, I'll be able to drop some links too, guys. I do run eCam, so I can fire you guys out links, especially you, Justin, if we need to talk to. That's another way to do it. I never thought about that too. But yeah, we'll figure this shit out. I'm just gotta work on my chats. Chats look pretty good so far, but it's probably a janky way to do it. And I don't know if I've even ever seen anybody do it this way, but they work. So right now we've got over on the left, we got as a kick. Yep, on the left we got kick. In the middle we got. Wait. No, I did this all wrong. On the very left we got Twitch. In the middle we got kick, and then on the right we got YouTube. Oh, dude, I'm faded. I had a nightmare. I got too drunk that night and knocked a tooth out. That would have scared the shit out of me. Then I got sunscreen. I put a lot and I got pretty good red and I ended up itching. My nose was itching for a whole night day. And I hate when that happens. And then the other thing is I want to get to a dermatologist. I've been out in the sun for so much my whole life. I do use sunscreen. When I was a kid, I wasn't very good at it. So I'm gonna double check that. And then I want to say and tell my brother he should get his checked. He got his skin cancer, or this lady said her dad had skin cancer on his head because he shaved it. And my brother shaved his head at a young age and got it started getting some burns. So that could be an issue. How's everybody doing? I'm high and rambling. Ugh. I'd say I game. Look at that. Shout out to Higher Standard. Dank. That looks so sharp. I like how it's wavy too. It's crazy. I cannot believe how good you guys did that logo. That's still insane. All right. Man, I gotta get. Man, I'm gonna game sometime. Did I game today? I don't even. Dank's probably like 10 times ahead of me now in fucking golf, right? I forgot I bought a golf club, didn't I? I was trying to keep up with Dank. How much more do we got to go? We'll do 2 more for you. We gotta get Tina soon. I'm excited to see Tina. Come here, Tina. Babysitter is such a likes to pose her. Dude, yeah, let's do it, dude. Because I'm gonna get some more tomorrow, guys. It's gonna be big. We're gonna get maybe get Barry, not Barry. Get Cheeto over here. What's your dog's head? Yeah, I know. No shit. Fuck you, Taylor. I guess I gotta pay her 45, $50 a day to watch me. Well, I could get her into it. That's like actually a great idea because your dog could get fucking some could get some fucking money. I got to get her working. What do you mean? Now that I thought about it, now that you say that, I got a whole bunch of new ones. You think this one's good? She already texted us some of the ones she took. They're even better than this. So we're gonna get this dog working. And then the cool thing about that when you work out here is since I'm like an extra and shit and I have to be with her, they'll put me in. So I'll get my hourly while they use her. And then she'll probably get way more than me. And I think the animals are only allowed to work like 1 or 2 hours, but they get like like $250 an hour or something like that. So it's like $500 a day she'll get. Oh, I know. She'll be doing solid. Well, she's a great dog. She is so well behaved. Like, she's the like I said, she doesn't bark. She's pretty much a flawless dog. She won't poop, pee. Like, if for any movie, she'd be perfect in. Like, she ain't gonna be, like, walking around shitting and pissing everywhere, and she ain't gonna be walking around barking. So, like, I mean, it's, like, flawless for a dog. That's why you never hear her. She's always here in all my videos. She'll only bark if somebody maybe knocks at the door or something, as she should. Everybody, let's do a dib. Yeah, I know, she would. Tina would be good. Like, if people found her, they would be shocked because she just is the type of dog does whatever you want. She's like, "You want me to roll over? Gotcha." Alright, Lodi Post Roy joins Ribbon, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots. But yeah, they sent some pictures they got now is crazy. I was like, "Oh, these are gonna be cute." Cheers, Token, Taylor, David, Tin, Jack. Thank you for coming, Jack. I'm glad you're back, bud. When's my next stream, Jack? I do streaming every single day, bud. I usually do it every day. I didn't because I missed a few days on the cruise because I was probably a little faded and I got horrible internet too. It was horrendous on the cruise. So, but yeah, I usually do. I try to shoot for 2 to 4 hours a day. So hit the notification, hit the like. I usually do mornings during the weekday and then sometimes evenings on the weekends. So, pretty much when you're free. I'm just kidding. If you're working, you ain't free during the morning. But anyway, I do like the mornings during the weekdays, and I like the evenings on the weekends. But I've been pretty loyal to the fans. I've been doing it almost every single day. Yeah, I could have just recorded the videos. I guess I could have did that. I get so used, I've done so many recordings of videos for so long, but I used to do multiple ones, and it almost made it like IRL. But nowadays, I just kind of enjoy doing the IRLs. I could communicate with you guys. Another good reason to like, right, Jack? Yeah, but I mean, but like back in the day, I did like 3 videos a day, and it was kind of like the whole point. I was always communicating with you guys. It's so much easier this way because I can actually talk to you guys live, and I use YouTube Studio, so I could see all your comments through there and communicate. So I try to get paid through YouTube, but YouTube every time it gives me an option to monetize it, because I fit all the criteria. But then once I do it, they say I'm too dangerous because of drinking and smoking and blah 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 blah. So they always ban me again for another 3 months. But me and my boy Justin, we're gonna figure it out, work this out. I am on on Twitch and Kick too. Yo ho, yo ho. Cheers, everybody. It wait.
Well, I'm gonna get a little high. Just let me get high.
Can do.
Is the door closed or is it
Cheers,
just
guys.
or is it feeling slow? I
I've been away from this for far too long. I forgot.
Hey, everybody, let's just have a little fun. We're just trying to get high, be good friends. You know what I mean?
Open the door for me. Baby, can you open the door for me? Maybe you can open the door for me.
Damn,
For me.
I'm excited. The last one wasn't too bad.
Bringing the devil back. Remember, I'm stuck down in hell, get a little echo. Don't bar with it. When I get out of here, I walk out the door. Everybody says, hey, that's just the devil. You sound okay. And I say, yeah, I know. I mean, it's hard to sound like that when you're down in the depths of hell. There's a lot of echo. It's a pain in the ass. And then you get kicked back in.
Honestly, yeah, the Rick and Morty's kind of went downhill after like the 4th season. The last one wasn't too bad, but they changed a lot of the writers. They don't allow what's his name to get drunk as much during it. So All right, everybody, one more to go. Again, guys, I'm gonna be not drinking anymore for a while. I'll be doing mainly water marines. But I mean, if you guys want to pretend it's a beer, go for it. I'm gonna try to drop some weight. I'm hitting the gym. I will have the we got the Discord. Let me see here. Hold on. Where is it? We got the Discord. Oh, Jesus Christ, Nick. Am I high or am I high? Oh, ruh-roh. Damn it. Hold on. I am pressing too many buttons. Yeah, well, they don't want Justin to get drunk. I believe that was him. He used to get drunk doing it. But yeah, that's the Discord, guys. And again, I don't we got let me see. Hold on. Let me go back to who we got. So this is the Buy Me a Coffee. We only got a couple supporters, so I don't expect a whole lot out of it. We got Rumble Funks. We also got Brian. But yeah, shout out to them. But yeah, I'm gonna be dropping some weight here, and so in order to do that, I'm gonna have to like cut out a lot of my free drinking, pretty much. So anybody who donates or whatever, I'll do it. But other than that, I will be not drinking otherwise because I'm gonna be hitting the gym. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing any lives. I don't know if I'm gonna be like a weird gym nerd or something. That'd be weird. Do it with a tie dye. I don't want to ruin these tie dyes for that. That's I don't know. We'll figure this out. But my goal here is what is it? Almost April 20th. So give me like 6 months. I think I can get in pretty solid shape. I've got a lot of fat on me, and I hit it right with some protein and some creatine. I should be able to get in some solid shape. That's the goal. Because when I was a kid, I was always so skinny and I never could gain weight. And so now I'm like a fat ass, so I might as well use it. My little self would have been like, dude, look at all that fat. You could turn to potential. Uh, oh, I'll do whatever you want, bud. You pick a you well, see, it's gonna I'll start forcing people to donate, Alex, because I'm gonna just continue to just drink water. Moonshine won't be a whole lot of calories, to be honest with you. I've got Bevmo down here. You pick what you want. I'll do whatever. We could do straight moonshine, but man, I do love those cherries. Man, you know those fucking cherries. I'll eat a whole fucking bottle of cherries on a fucking video. I'm sure I could do the liquor too, but man, the cherries, you got to eat a lot. But man, I do love those cherries. You know that brand that does the cherries? Man, it's so good. But yeah, any donations, if you pick what you want me to do, I'll do it. And I'll bang it out in a video. I'm pretty solid. I did a whole pint. I don't know if I could do much more than that. Bottle, I guess a bottle. I don't think, are you talking about those bottles? I don't think that bottle's more than a pint, is it? Is it? I'd have to look that up. Yeah, Old Smoky. Yeah, buddy. But I mean, real moonshine would be like, God, what's that company that does that like 199 or whatever? God, Everclear? Everclear? Yeah, Everclear is hard, hard. Well, I mean, if it was Old Smoky, I could do it. Everclear, oh, no. I don't how much is a whole bottle? Is that more than a pint? I don't know if I could do more than a pint of Everclear. A pint of anything's hard. That's just honest. I did the pint of whiskey, that was a lot. Half a pint's solid. I don't know. I guess I'm not a strong drinker. I guess maybe people could do more than me. Because I just know for a fact, if I slam a whole pint, I'm fucked up. Half a pint, I'm good. Whole pint, I'm pretty fucked up. I'm pretty good at calculating my liquor. So I'm trying to think of what a bottle is. I don't know why. I know for a fact I could probably eat and drink the entire bottle of cherries. I don't know what that is, but I know I love those fucking cherries. Alex, I don't want to torture you. But dude, but the cherries, dude, give me the cherries. Oh, the blue ones? The blue ones, dank? Yeah, me and my wife, we got if you're thinking of the blue ones, those blue ones are awesome. They're called like electric lemonades or something like that. I don't know what they were. Those little blue ones were awesome. We had the small ones. There's a store right down the road makes the big ones. We got those too. Wife loves those. If that's the Buzz Blast blue ones. Are you talking about the blue ones? Buzz Blast. Are you talking about the blue ones? Because that's what she had, and she loves those. On the cruise ship, I tried a whole lot of drinks. Yeah, the buzz balls. What was the blue ones called? Like electric blue or something like that? The blue ones, those are the best by far. I forget, electric blue lemonade or something like that. But the cruise is fun. I got my wife to learn to order, so on a cruise ship, if you don't order it like a apple TD, if you want a Grey Goose, it'll be a Grey Goose. Yeah, blue raz lemonade, yeah. Best buzz ball out there by far. Dude, buy me a buzz ball. I'll slam a whole buzz ball. But in general, like I said, I'm gonna just kinda pretty much force, the thing because in general, I'm just gonna be just drinking, water. Hell yeah, Taylor. One more rip before I start working on the boat. Dude, yeah, I mean, a lot of the people do work on the boats. You know, the boats are cool because at the docks you could get off and you see, especially in Long Beach, a lot of the people who work there. And here's the interesting fact. So if you work on a cruise ship, you can only date people who work on the cruise ship. You can't like date people who come onto the cruise ship. So like if you're dating somebody, they have to be working. That you can't date a what is it called? A passenger or whatever. One more rip. Yeah, Taylor. I think that would be cool to do. Jen thought about, like, doing, like, a nursing on it, I mean, you never know. But, I mean, man, like I said, last night, they had to do that emergency one, that was crazy. Oh, no shit, alright, one more then, bud. That makes I didn't understand. Alright, let's do one more. I gotta get off here, I'm gonna probably head off with Jen to pick up Tina. Tina Tina's the kind of dog, like I said, she won't piss, but she reminds me of my dog. I had a dog, Heidi, and when I didn't see her for a while, sometimes she'd like piss in my hands because I'd pick her up. She'd jump up at me and just be so excited to see me. She hasn't done that yet, but I worry about her, Tina, but I'm excited to see her again. She freaks out when she sees us again. It's so cute. So we'll do one more dab. How long we been? Shout out to everybody, man. We've been rocking a solid stream here for a while. Hour 37. It probably would have been insane on the back of the boat, but literally, guys, I got off the boat. This Lyft guy pretended to be a Lyft guy and then goes, "Just give me the cash." And I was like, I'll give it to you because he picked us up right from the port and would have had to walk. So, and Seb loved it. And it was basically the same price as a Lyft. And it was a black extra large, like Cadillac or whatever. So it was fine. And it was basically the same price I paid Lyft on the way down here. We always get a bigger vehicle because we got a lot of luggage, especially on a 6-day cruise. Maybe if we were doing a smaller, shorter cruise, we might get a regular one. But so yeah, he got us literally right from the cruise terminal. And then we paid him some cash. It was cool. Yeah, cheers, buddy. So
It's all good, bud.
All right, I'm gonna do a big one here. I'm gonna get off here, pick up our dog, see the new pics. I will be tomorrow morning probably going live. Let me open up the doors. It is a beautiful day here in Long Beach. It was like in the 80s up in Cabo. There we go. I got to get rid of a few hats. We had a fun time. I'm going to show you guys. If you get on the Discord, guys, I'll be posting some more pics and vids. Again, I wasn't feeling 100% 24/7 either. I'm drinking too much or I didn't have enough weed. So I did the best I could. So when I would get on here, I'll get some more pics and vids of what happened. Because otherwise, well, also, it's just so busy in general. I felt pretty good after the first day, but you just don't eat a lot. But in general, everything was fine after that, but it's hard with the whole family and everything. It was a little bit easier when I was on it by myself. Didn't have anything else to do. But this time I was shocked how quick I got off it, especially after we had to do that emergency U-turn during that emergency evacuation. I see a Coast Guard helicopter coming down. I will be posting the pics of the Coast Guard helicopter picking up the person off of the cruise ship. So if you want to see any of those pics, it's probably only going to be on my Discord, to be honest with you. I have nowhere else to post it. So beautiful day here in Long Beach, guys. Or Newport Beach. I always kept saying Long Beach to everybody on the cruise ship because they don't know where Newport Beach is. Yeah, we'll have a good one. Well, thank you guys for coming on. Man, we killed this one, guys. Almost 2 hours. Go check out the other live videos. I had fun time. My wife had a great time. The kid had a great time. So I'll be posting pics and this, that, and the other. If you ever check the selfie, I actually did the seal. I thought that was kind of funny. Cheers. Thank you, Tim. Cheers, everybody. All right. Thank you, Dank 10, everybody. Alex, Taylor. You guys all rock drive by. Darth Blaze, love you all. I'll see you guys soon, and we'll get another sesh probably tomorrow morning. So stay high, stay faded, guys. Peace.